All right, let's talk about a huge shift in how businesses get found online. If you think SEO is still just about keywords, you're going to want to stick around. The game has totally changed, and it's all about one thing now: authority. Let's dive in.
You've probably heard this question whispered in boardrooms, right? It's the ghost that haunts every marketing budget and quarterly report. Is SEO dead? But what if? What if that's been the wrong question all along?
Let's just get this out of the way. That question? It's a complete distraction. It's obsolete. Focusing on whether SEO is dead or alive totally misses the tectonic shift that's happening right under our feet.
Now this is the question we should be asking. It's not about whether SEO is going to survive. It's about whether the entire rulebook, the whole playing field, has been torn up and rewritten from scratch by AI.
And the answer? Oh, it is a big, loud, undeniable yes. The ground hasn't just shifted, it has been fundamentally re-engineered. So, let's get into exactly how this is all playing out.
So, the heart of this whole thing is that search engines aren't really search engines anymore. They've evolved. They're becoming answer engines, designed to give you the information right there on the page, often without you ever needing to click a single link.
And the impact of this? It's staggering. We're seeing up to a 30% drop in organic traffic for any search that triggers one of Google's new AI overviews. Think about that. That's almost a third of your potential audience just gone. They might never even get a chance to see your website.
And listen, this isn't just some temporary blip. According to Gartner, by 2026, a full quarter, 25% of the search volume we're used to will have simply vanished because people are getting their answers directly from AI. This is a permanent structural change.
And this tells us the why behind those numbers. It's all about our behavior as users. For news-related searches, an absolutely crazy 69% are now zero-click. We ask a question, we get an answer, and we never leave the search results page. This is the new normal.
Okay, this table really lays out the strategic threat in black and white. AI overviews, or AIOs, are already showing up on almost a fifth of all searches. But look at that last row. That's the real bombshell. Nearly 90% of these AI answers are for informational top-of-funnel questions. All that what is and how-to content that most marketing funnels are built on, yeah, that's now the most at-risk part of your strategy.
But here's the crucial insight you have to get. Traffic isn't just disappearing into thin air. It's splitting. It's being bifurcated. All that low-intent, just browsing traffic is getting sucked up by the AI. But the traffic that does make it through to your site, it's way higher quality. These are the people who are looking for real expertise, not just a quick, superficial answer.
So this new reality forces us to completely redefine what winning looks like. If chasing raw clicks is a losing game against AI, what's the new prize? Well, it's about optimizing for something way more durable and valuable: trust. Becoming the most trusted authority in your field.
This slide just nails the shift, doesn't it? The old goal was simple, almost tactical. Just get to number one. The new goal is so much bigger. It's strategic. It's to become so authoritative that your content is the bedrock, the source material that the AI itself relies on. You're not just ranking in the answer, you want to be the answer.
So how on earth do you become that source? You master this framework, EEAT. Now, this isn't just another marketing acronym. This is basically Google's internal logic for figuring out who's legit and who's just noise. It's how its AI decides who to trust and ultimately who to cite.
So let's break this down into what you actually have to do. Experience means proving you've walked the walk. Show real case studies, not just theories. Expertise is about who's writing your content, is your medical advice from a doctor. Authoritativeness is your reputation. Are other experts linking to you? And trustworthiness is the foundation for everything, from having a secure website to just having a good reputation. This is your new checklist for quality.
Okay, so we know the goal is to build EEAT. The next logical question is, how do we actually do that at scale? The answer is, you have to stop thinking about one-off blog posts and start thinking about building a content moat.
So a content moat is all about building deep topical authority. You do it with something called a pillar and cluster model. You write one massive, definitive guide, that's your pillar, on a core topic for your business. Then you surround it with dozens of smaller, detailed articles, your clusters, on every possible subtopic, and they all link back to that pillar. The goal, to become the undisputed go-to resource.
And to build this moat, you have to shift where you focus your time and money. The center of gravity for content is moving way down the funnel.
The bulk of your resources, a full 50%, should now be aimed right at the middle of the funnel. This is where people are comparing options and solving problems. And it's where your deep expertise really shines, and where a simple AI summary just won't be enough.
So what does this high-value, AI-proof content actually look like? Well, it's stuff that an AI can't just scrape and rephrase. It's your own original research and data. It's your company's unique point of view on the industry. It's real, first-hand stories from your actual customers. It's interviews with genuine experts. This is the stuff that gets you cited, not just copied. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a ton of work, and it is. So the big question is, how do we pull this off without the budget completely spiraling out of control? Well, funny enough, the answer is to use the very same technology that's causing this whole disruption in the first place.
But, and this is absolutely critical, you can't just use AI to replace your experts. That's a recipe for disaster that just creates more of the same generic junk that's losing value. No, you use AI as a co-pilot to make your brilliant human experts faster, more efficient, and even better at finding those unique insights that only they have.
And when you get that formula right, when you pair human expertise with AI efficiency, the return on investment is, well, it's just staggering. The old way of doing things, basic content marketing, gave you maybe a 16% ROI and took forever to break even. This new authority-first approach, we're talking a 748% ROI, and you're profitable in just 9 months. The difference is night and day.
Let's just zoom in on the business case here, because these numbers are truly transformational. This isn't just theory. For a typical B2B SaaS company, we're seeing an average ROI over 700%. For financial services, where trust is everything, it's over 1,000%. See, as AI floods the world with mediocre content, real expertise doesn't just get more valuable, it becomes exponentially more profitable.
So, what's the bottom line in all of this? SEO isn't dead, not by a long shot. It's just graduated. It's smarter now. It's not about little tricks and tactics anymore. It's about deep strategy and real substance.
The new game is all about building a brand that's so authoritative, so trustworthy, that both your customers and the AI turn to you by default. Yes, it's a much bigger challenge, but the rewards are exponentially greater. The only question left is, are you ready to play?